I just added a new stock to my oversold watch list. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing Friday. One of my favorite things to do is to take advantage of a stock when it's at a pretty decent price and then again be able to ride the recovery. One of the things that I want to share with you is, again, just because a stock is cheap doesn't mean that it can't get cheaper. It can still continue to sell off, so make sure you take that into consideration. We've broken down stocks like Win. We've broken down stocks like Shopify. We've broken down stocks like Kroger. These are all stocks that have recently pulled on back. And because of how much they have pulled on back, they offer some upside potential if they actually begin to indicate signs of a recovery. So I hope that throughout this video, if you like this stock, you simply add it to your watch list. And then once it does begin to indicate signs of an uptrend, then you can follow up with it and make sense of it. But the one that I want to talk about is Zoom. Zoom is approaching 52-week lows. I don't just want to look at it on the 4-hour time frame. I want to look at it on the day chart. And the reason I want to look at it on the day chart is based off of this previous support level that we have right on over here. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to, but this is right around 270 a share. So 270 a share, I get it. The price per share is still kind of expensive for some people, but again, it's not about the price per share that's important. It's about the percentage return. From where we're at right now, if it were to make a recovery to the SMA line, that's 22, almost 23%. If it were to make a recovery to the previous time that it bounced at the support range and it made a recovery to previous highs above 400, from where we're at right now to $400 a share, that would be a little bit over 39%, almost 40%. That is exactly why we're talking about it. It's not that Zoom has to make a recovery. At the end of the day, nothing has to happen. Zoom can still continue to sell off, which is why it's so important to wait for confirmation and to truly allow that opportunity to present itself. This is why you see my alert set here. Just because a stock is cheap, like we said, doesn't mean that it can't get cheaper. But it's times like this where we can identify a potential opportunity, add it to our oversold watch list, and once it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, if it does, then again, that's where I can get alerted, follow up with it, and choose to take advantage of it if it meets my criteria, just like all of you guys. The final thing that I do want to share within this video is please make sure that if you're horrible at managing risk or if you're not good at cutting losses, with the idea of buying the dip, it's not in your best interest to buy the dip on something that is still selling off. This is still bearish. It's still trading below the EMA line. And again, oversold doesn't mean that it can't get cheaper. If anything, challenge yourself. Stay patient, because if this thing continues to sell off, and again, Zoom with the type of demand that it's had before, if it actually does begin to recover, and when it does begin to recover, you should be excited, because if you're not already invested in it and it continues to sell off, then that just means that you get it for a better deal. It just means that you have to stay patient, and it pays to be patient in this market. So again, truly allow that opportunity to present itself. Stay patient, and if you find value in Zoom at the current price point because of the potential that it has for overall recovery, then make sure that you add it to your watch list. But that is all for today, team. Thought I'd keep today's video short and sweet. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. If you guys want to watch me trade live as soon as Monday at market open, click the second link down below and I'll see you for our live trading session. If you guys are just looking to join our free Facebook group, we have over 314,000 members, and that is that first link in the description. Until then, like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.